Greetings, Magic community. I'm Mike from MTG Scribe, and I know my calculus. It says you plus me equals us. Enjoying the news. I hope everyone enjoyed today's Arena Streamer event with their first ever look at Modern Horizons 3. I just want to remind you that on Friday, there is another streamer event, this time for the Magic Online creators. I have been asked to take part, and I'll be streaming on Twitch from around 1 p.m. Eastern Time to around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a lot of great streamers that are taking part in this event. I have collected some of them on MTG Scribe. I'll link that article in the description of this video. And you can see the schedule to the creators that have given me express permission to post their details about this event. But I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you there. It's a great time to get a look at Modern Horizons 3 before you go to pre-release weekend this weekend. And speaking of Modern Horizons 3, we have a number of pre-bans to Historic on Arena. All 5 of the pitch elementals, unsurprisingly, are banned in Historic. All 5 of the flare spells for Modern Horizons 3 have been banned in Historic, as well as Harbinger of the Seas, the Merfolk Blood Moon type effect for islands, and then Winter Moon has also been banned. Of note, for Brawl, the card Disruptor Flute has also been banned as a way as it can shut down an opponent's commander completely. So you don't have to worry about seeing that in Brawl if that is your thing. There was some controversy over the last week about the matchmaker in Brawl. The Arena team addressed it in this week's Arena announcements. Now, I do think it is important to note that the developers in the official Discord have said for quite some time now that this is how things worked, but they didn't want to release the numbers because they didn't want people gaming the system. They've said that this only affects casual best-of-1 queues, never any kind of ranked match, never any kind of match with stakes, and never any best-of-3 match. It also affects some midweek Magic events, depending on what the format is. And they've said that it's not just the cards, which are the ratings that we have that has leaked, and then we found out the specific ratings for each of the individual cards, the strength ratings, but there's also a player's hidden MMR that factors into it as well in some way. They are planning on closing up this exploit that allowed these numbers to get out, and they plan to change some of these numbers going forward based on the play patterns of the last few weeks, which is normal and not specifically a response to the leak. So if you were someone who put a lot of stock into this, or you're really worried about it, I suggest you go read the Arena announcements article from this week. There's a fairly long entry discussing why things happened and what they plan to do about it. In slightly happier news, the card style button is returning on Arena. This may not sound like a big deal, but a lot of people were reporting they had issues with the chromatic cube not letting them put certain cards in their deck because they couldn't just click on them. They had to drag them down as the style that was in the cube didn't match a style that they owned, and they weren't able to change it on that screen. Starting with Modern Horizons 3 coming out on June 11th, that will be changed. The card style button will make a return, and you shouldn't have that issue anymore. This should clear that up for everyone that was experiencing that very frustrating problem. In Magic Online news, the 64-player Vintage Cube queues have returned and will be running until June 11th when Modern Horizons 3 releases. And speaking of Magic Online and Modern Horizons 3, it does look like the price per event for limited Modern Horizons 3 events is increasing. It seems like this is across the board, regardless of whether you enter through event tickets or play points. For example, for the normal draft league, instead of being 120 play points, it's going to be 200 play points for Modern Horizons 3. I expect that this will change back once we get to Bloomborough, and that this is only because it is a premium set. There is an article on the Magic Online website that I will link in the description of this video that lists all of the changes and how they affect the price and for which queues they affect them for. So look for that in the description of this video. Now it's time to look at the forecast for the weeks ahead, and I'm going to do something a little bit differently this time because the Arena event calendar actually ends on June 11th. There's nothing past that, nothing that starts past that on the calendar, so it's a little sparse for the next couple of weeks. So we'll go over the next couple of weeks instead of just the next week to fill that out. But I do want to call special attention to this Festival Elder Dragon Legends 30th anniversary event that's going on right now on Arena. This was on the Arena announcements calendar, but was never mentioned in the Arena announcements articles leading up to this week, but it is active now on the site. So what this is a Brawl event celebrating the release, the 30th anniversary of the expansion Legends, which is where the original Elder Dragon Legends came from in EDH, Elder Dragon Legends Highlander. Those are the original 5 commanders for EDH when the format was first created. It's been 30 years, and they're celebrating that by having a special event where you choose a legendary dragon or dragon-aligned planeswalker. There is a list in the event description on Arena that shows which ones you can build around. I don't believe this is an all-access event of any kind, so you do have to own the cards that you're building towards, but you can earn up to 5 mystery cosmetics over the course of the event, and this is running until June 11th when Modern Horizons 3 comes out. But beyond that, this week started the quick draft for Wilds of Eldraine. That'll be running until June 21st. This Saturday is the Explorer Best of 1 Arena Championship Qualifier play-in. That'll start the normal time at 9 Eastern. Followed next week by the digital release of Modern Horizons 3 on June 11th. That comes out both on Arena and on Magic Online. There's also the Midweek Magic event next week on Arena, which is a Brawl event. I'm not sure if there's anything special about this event or not, or if it's just a Brawl queue for Midweek Magic. The 14th sees the full release of Modern Horizons 3. Also sees the best of 3 for the Arena Championship Qualifier play-in. And on Saturday, we get the Explorer Arena Championship Qualifier. I think I have this on the wrong date. One moment, please. Nope, should have trusted myself. I am correct. On Saturday, June 15th, is the first of the Magic Online Creator Showdowns. This is going to see 64 entries from creators in this program, battling out for a fairly reasonably large cash prize. There will be a broadcast on the official Magic Online Twitch channel. I'll talk more about this in specifics next week when I do my recap, my weekly news. But this is the Pauper edition. There's going to be one of these every month for the next 3 months at least. The July one is going to be Modern, and the August one is going to be Sealed with the format to be determined. We also are coming up on June 16th to the Birds of Prey $1,000 Standard Open. There's still slots left in this. You can absolutely join. It's open to anyone. There is an entry fee, but you don't have to be part of the Birds of Paradise group to join it. And there is going to be coverage on Nile Joan Rivers' Twitch channel. Talked about this a little bit in the chat to the regional championships this weekend, where Nile was doing commentary. And I hope there's a lot of interest, because I really want people to go out and support competitive Magic. On June 18th is the debut stream for the Assassin's Creed product that's coming out. There hasn't been a lot of talk about this, but if you don't know, this is a Universes Beyond product that is going to be modern legal, that is coming out the week after the Pro Tour, I believe. And it's its own thing. We'll talk more about it in the future. If you're a fan of Modern and you're worried that this is going to unbalance the format even after Modern Horizons 3 comes out, I wouldn't worry about it too much. My guess is this is not going to be a very high-powered set. I think that I would be very surprised if more than 2 or 3 cards factored in to Modern going forward. But if you love Assassin's Creed, you should seek out more information on this product. We've got the Modern Horizons 3 Constructed Midweek Magic coming up. And then June 22nd is Arena Open Weekend, where we have the Modern Horizons 3 sealed arena open on the 22nd, and then the 23rd is day 2 of that, where you can win up to $2,000. June 24th is going to be the banned and restricted announcement stream. This is said to not contain anything having to do with Modern, as the Pro Tour is later that week, and probably not going to have anything to do with Pioneer unless there's some sort of emergency change. Since we're in the middle of RCQ season, they don't really want to upset people and make any changes. This is primarily going to focus on Standard. Now we're getting rotation in August when Bloomborough comes out. So this is the yearly Standard banned and restricted announcement stream. We'll see if/what they take action on. Personally, I sort of hope that if they're going to take any action, they have a lower bar for needing to take action on something for cards that have been out for more than 2 years. So when rotation happens, we're going to lose Midnight Hunt, Crimson Vow, Streets of New Capenna, and Kamigawa Neon Dynasties. But there's a whole other year of sets that would have normally rotated, but now we're in this extended rotation. Dominaria United, Brothers War, those sets that came out in that range. I do hope that if they take action, the bar for what they take for those is lower than what it would normally be. But beyond that, we have the Magic Presents Pride event happening on June 28th, that whole weekend. Check with your local WPN store to see if they are running this event. It is going to be a commander event where every commander has partner, and you can partner them with any other commander for that one special event. And then also that weekend is the Modern Horizons 3 Pro Tour in Amsterdam. I will attempt to do as much spoiler-free coverage as I can. Leading into this, we will talk about the AMP standings and the Player of the Year rankings, and I'll also talk about it again coming out of the Pro Tour to see how things shake up post-Pro Tour Amsterdam for Modern Horizons 3, leading into the World Championships coming later this year. And that's all the news from this week. So I've been Mike from MTG Scribe, and until next time, good luck, and I hope tomorrow's a better day for you.